Hello viewers, today we are going to crochet or to teach our learners in CBC how to make this shirt which is big enough to be worn by a girl who is 14 to 18 years of age, depending on the body size of the one who is going to wear it. In doing this work, you need two of these 100% acrylic. We will need some scissors to cut our yarn where necessary. We will also need a hook which is 5 millimeters in size. We will also need another hook for inserting the beans here, which is 0.90 for inserting this hook, the beans that you can see. We will need a mark when it will come to doing this part of dividing the part of the legs, and we will need this traditional pin for negotiating this lace in this area when it comes to inserting it. You will also need four beans for the lace or to decorate the lace. Welcome to my tutorial and kindly do subscribe and also teach the learners how to do this work in CBC. Those who are in grade 4 up to grade 6 can be able to nurture this talent. Welcome to my tutorial. Okay, a little correction. I have already completed the chain, but I've realized when I make 150 is shorter, so I have made 160 and 10 more to make 160 and not 150. Then from there, we start working. We chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we put our first double crochet in the fourth chain. After that, we chain 1, we skip 1 and go to the next stitch here and put a double crochet, then chain 1, skip 1, go to the next stitch and put a double crochet, and you can see what we are getting. So we will be chaining 1, we skip 1 and put a double crochet throughout our chain. Then we will meet. I will show you what we are going to do next. Sorry, we have to skip. You skip this stitch, you go to the next and put a double crochet. So chaining 1, skipping, then a double crochet. You meet at the end of the round. Okay, we've approached the end of the round. So we are going to put the last 2 stitches together. Then we chain 3 and turn our work 1, 2, 3, turn your work, put a double crochet here, then chain 1, put a double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, we are doing the mesh pattern. So this is what we get, except for these 2, the others will be in a messy form. So continue, make this mess for 8 rounds, and I'll meet you to show you what we are going to do. So you make 8 rounds, we have already made 2, so you make 6 more, then we will meet and I'll show you what you are going to do. So continue working. Okay, I'm going to show you how to turn so that you can proceed with the work. We have approached the end of round 2, so you put a double crochet here. Don't chain 1, you just put another double crochet in the last chain that we made here, and then they are together. Now you can see they are together. Chain 3 and turn your work. Put a double crochet here. So these 2 are always together. The chain is counting. Now you proceed working with the pattern of chaining 1. This is called the messy pattern. Proceed with it and make. We have already made 2 rounds. Make 6 more. We are going to connect. Always turn the way I have shown you. Okay, this is how far we have gone in making our mess belt. Now we are going to turn. I've already finished. We are going to turn and change the pattern, but we will respect the putting of double crochet in this second chain here. So we have two there, then we chain one and put a double crochet here, and we start counting as one. So we say one and we put double crochet in every space, and on top of double crochet that we made, and on the 10th stitch we put two double crochet together. So we will be making 9. On the 10th stitch we put two double crochet together so that we can increase the area of the bump of this work. So let's confirm what we have. Okay, we start counting. We start counting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then that is 9. This is 9. So in this space here, number 10, we put two double crochet together. Two double crochet together, and this is what we get. So continue working. You start counting again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. So in this double crochet here, you put two together. That is stitch number 10. And then you start counting again. So continue working. I'll meet you at the end of the round. Okay, we have already completed the round that we were making. At the same time, I have divided my work into two equal halves. So where I have 90 chains or double crochet here, and also this other part I have 90. So what we are going to do is we are going to do the final touch, then we join our work. We are not returning anymore. So what we do here is we put two double crochet together to make them, okay, two double crochet together, the last chain, then you chain one and you treat this double crochet the way it's supposed to be treated, just by working on it. Then from there you chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and remember these chains are not counted in this work that I've already divided here. So you come here and join your work with a slip stitch. After joining with a slip stitch, you chain one and cut the yarn. We will not start working from here. You start working where we have the mark. So you cut the yarn and pull it. Then from there you go back to where we have the mark and then make a slip knot. After making the slip knot, insert your crochet where the mark was, and then from there you pull the slip, sorry, you pull your slip knot to make your first chain. It's a bit slippery, but we have succeeded. Chain 2, chain 2, and put a double crochet right where you have worked. Then from there, sorry, you chain 2 and then you put and double crochet, yes, and continue putting and double crochet. Sorry, look at the camera properly. So what we've done here is we have chained 2, then in the same space we have put and double crochet, and we are going to continue with the double crochet until the end of the round, until we get back to this place. So continue working the normal double crochet without any pattern, and don't increase anywhere, just put the normal double crochet all around, including where we have the chain of, where we have joined with a chain of 6, this part here. So continue working. Okay, we've arrived where we made the 6 chains, so we are going to put double crochet on top of every stitch chain. Then from here, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 6 of them. So you continue putting double crochet on every stitch, including this. I'm sorry, didn't focus my camera. So we are going to put a double crochet on top of every chain that we made. Remember, we made 6 chains here, so we will make double crochet on top of every chain. So we have 6 chains in total. We have 1, 2, 3 times 2, that is 6. Don't forget to put a double crochet on top of this stitch chain here, this we were using earlier, and then you tame the tail. To tame the tail simply means you crochet it inside the work so that the work will look clean, and where you meet a chain like this one, you respect it. So we continue moving, making our double crochet until we reach where we started. So continue working. So this is our work. We have approached the end of the round, and we are going to join our work with a slip stitch on the chain. The chain that we made here, we put a slip stitch, then we chain 1, 2, 3, and on the same slip stitch we put a front post in double crochet, then skip this stitch, go to the next, put a top double crochet, then as the same stitch you put a front post, skip this, go to the next, put a top double crochet and a front post double crochet. That's observe again, we skip this, come to the next, put a top double crochet, then a front post double crochet. This is how we will continue with this pattern until the end of the round. So this is what we are getting when we make that pattern. Continue. I'll meet you at the end of the round to show you what we are going to do next. Okay, we've reached the end of the round. Now we are going to do the final finishing. Here we are going to skip this and put a top double crochet here, then a front post. This is what we have so far. So we put a slip stitch here on this chain that we made. After putting a slip stitch, we move another slip stitch so that we are on top of this double crochet. Then from there we count 1, 2, 3. In the third chain we put 7 double crochet together in the same space. So we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, we have 7. So we have 7 double crochet together in the same space. Then from there we skip 1, 2, 3 here, we put a single crochet. So this is what we get. After putting a single crochet, we count again 1, 2, 3, and in the third chain we put again 7 double crochet together in the same space so that we form a fan or a shell. Remember, it is 7 together. Let us confirm whether they are 7 because I'm not counting. So we have 1, 2, 3. We remove 1. We already have 7. 1, 2, 3. So we remove 1. We already have 7. Then we count 1, 2. Here we put a single crochet. So this is how our work looks like, and we will continue until the end of the round. Let me demonstrate once more. 1, 2, 3. So here we put 7 double crochet together. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The last one is 7. Then from there we skip again 1, 2, 3. The third one we put a single crochet. So continue and finish the round. Now we have reached the end of the round. So we are going to do our final slip stitch. Then after doing that, you come to the first stitch here and put another slip stitch. Then you chain 1, 2, and put a double crochet right in the same space, and continue putting double crochet in every stitch that we made earlier here. And see what I'm doing. Now when you come where we have the single crochet here, you just skip it and go to the other set or cluster of 7 and continue with your double crochet on top of every this double crochet that we made in a cluster. So you continue making just 1 double crochet on top of this double crochet that we made earlier. Okay, we are going to demonstrate once more. Once you come here where we have the single crochet, you skip it and then go to our first double crochet in the cluster and continue putting a single double crochet on top of every double crochet that we made earlier in the cluster. So you continue this way until the end of the round. We are going to meet when you finish the round. This is what you get. So continue working. Okay, this is our work so far. We've approached the end of the round. We are going to join our work with a slip stitch. After doing the last double crochet, our last double crochet here, then from there we join on top of the chain the double crochet that we made, not the chain. So that is our work. Then we chain 1, 2, and put a double crochet right under. Then from there we continue another round of 3 double crochet without handing as shown in the video. So this is what you are going to do. Just a round of 3 double crochet, no addition, no pattern, until we meet at the end of the round. Just on top, you can see how I've straightened this area here. Just mind the double crochet we made earlier and put another double crochet on top. Then we will meet at the end of this round. So continue working, you meet at the end of the round. This is what you get, so continue working. Okay, this is our work. We have finished the 2 rounds of double crochet. Now we are going to change to another pattern which we did here, but I'm going to repeat it so that you master it. So you just put a slip stitch on the double crochet, then chain 1, 2, 3, and put a front post in the double crochet and the chain. Just put a front post that way, then skip this, go to the next, put a top double crochet, then a front post, and that will be the pattern. Skip, go to this front post, continue, so continue and finish the round. And once you finish the round, you will do another round of 3 double crochet and then come back to the pattern. You make around 10 rounds alternating this pattern and the 3 double crochet. We will meet to refresh. It is as easy as we did in this down here. So once you finish this, you repeat a 3 double crochet, then you repeat the pattern 10 rounds. We are going to connect. Okay, we are still pursuing the rows I told you to make. I'm going to show you how to do the finishing so that you don't exaggerate the seam. So when you come during this round, you just put a slip stitch there, but move again on top of the double crochet and put another slip stitch. So then from there, this is the row of and double crochet that we are taking. So you chain 2 and then put a double crochet in the same space, and once you put a double crochet there, you just continue with the double crochet throughout, because this row or this round is meant for a free double crochet, and after it we will embark on the hex pattern. So you just move on, you will come back here. Okay, we have completed the 10 rounds that I asked you to make from this point to to this point we have 10 rounds, so we are going to repeat this pattern, and then just like we did it here, I'm going to demonstrate it once more. Then we make a few steps and start another process. So we count 1, 2, 3. In chain number 3, you put 7, not 7. This time we are putting 6 in double crochet together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we are putting 7. I'm sorry, I'm confusing with somebody else. Something else that I made which was going that way. So we are making 7. Now we count 1, 2, 3. We have less 1. We are less 1. So this is 7. Then you count 1, 2, 3. You put a single crochet. That is it. We move again. We count 1, 2, 3. So here we put 7 double crochet in the same space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we move 1, 2, 3. We put a single crochet here. You can see what we are getting, just like we did in this region here. So we proceed 1, 2, 3, 7 double crochet together. Sorry. Let's confirm. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the 7th one, and then you count 1, 2, 3. You put a single crochet there. So this is what we get. Continue. I'll meet you at the end of the round after you've made this and one row of double crochet just like we did here. Okay, this is how far we have gone. We have made 20 rows from here to this part, so we are going to connect the openings of the legs and start making the path of the legs. You can see I've already divided our work into 2 equal halves so that we can have the opening this side, the opening of the leg this side, and also this other side here. Now what I've done is I've counted these x's, and in total one side is taking 62 and the other side is 62. So you start working, you just go directly at the back and get our hook to working. So we make 24 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So after making the chain, you come and you put it where you have the mark. You join it with a slip stitch. Put a slip stitch. Sorry. not well captured. Chain one, and then you turn your work and chain two, then you put a double crochet right where you have the chain, and continue putting double crochet all around this opening of the legs until we get back to where we have the chain, of which we are also going to put double crochet on each chain. So you continue putting double crochet all around. I'll meet you to show you what we are going to do when we approach the 24 chains we have made here. We've arrived where we made the chain, so we are going to put a front post this way on this stitch, and this stitch together with the chain so that our work doesn't have gaps. Then from there we put a double crochet in every chain. Continue putting a double crochet in every chain that we made. So continue until you get to this part, then I'll show you how you are going to treat it. Okay, we've arrived at this other corner here. So we are going to put a slip stitch on top of the double crochet and not the chain. We put a slip stitch there. Then from there we chain 1, 2, 3, and put a front post in double crochet of the chain and then double crochet. You don't leave the chain because it cannot stand alone. It is not counting. Then you skip this, go to the next, and continue with the pattern that we already know until the end of this round. After the pattern, you continue with the free double crochet. You keep on alternating 2 times. Then I'll meet you to show you how we are going to put a different pattern. So continue working, finish this round, then a round of double crochet, then a round of the pattern, then we will connect. For this area, as we continue, we just continue with the pattern. You skip this, go to the next, put a double crochet on top, then a front post, then you skip this, go to the next, the pattern continues. So continue working, we will meet here. So we have arrived at this far where we are supposed to do the finishing. So we put a slip stitch and move the slip stitch on top of the double crochet. Again, one step. So from there we put this pattern here. So we are going to count 1, 2, 3, and here we put 6 in double crochet together. Remember it is 6, not 7. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you move on 1, 2 in the third stitch here. You put a single crochet and then you count again 1, 2, 3, and put the cluster of 6 or the fan of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just the same way we were doing, but this time we have reduced to 6, not 7. So continue working until the end of the round. And this is how far we have gone in making our short. So this is one opening of the leg, and I have made, after we made this cluster, I have made 1, 2, 3 rows, that is 2 free double crochet, and then the X pattern that you are making at this area. So what we are going to do is we are going to close with a slip stitch, then we change the pattern because we have arrived once the final stage. So that's a slip stitch. You make another one on top of the double crochet, not on the chain. So then you chain 1, 2, 3, and put a double crochet right where you have made the chain. Now we are going to finish our work with the mesh pattern, this part of the leg. So we are going to chain 1, then we skip 1 and put a double crochet, then we chain 1, skip this, put a double crochet on top here, chain 1, skip this, come to the next, put a double crochet, chain 1, skip this, come to this, and we will do this for around 3 rows to 4 rows depending on how you want your short to end, and then we will complete this part of the leg opening and go to the other one. So continue and make 3 rows or 4 rows, then we will connect. Okay, this is the far we have gone in making our short. So we are going to do the final finishing after making these 3 rows of the mesh. 1, 2, 3. So we have completed the 3. So we are going to do the final finishing. Let me show you how I did the finishing here. Okay, you come and put a slip stitch at the third chain here, and then you put another one inside so that you can get in the inside the space. Then from there you chain 1, 2, 3. Sorry, we want it 2, not 3. Then you put a half double crochet, to a half double crochet separated by a chain, then 2 a half double crochet again, so this is what we get. From there we put a slip stitch here, the next space, go to the next space and put 2 a half double crochet separated by a chain, sorry, 2 a half double crochet, then a chain, then 2 a half double crochet again, then go to the next space and put a slip stitch, then continue, separate with a single. So this is what we are getting. We are putting 2 a half double crochet separate by a chain, then 2 a half double crochet, and in the next space we are putting a slip stitch. That way, continue working and finish the round. Okay, we've approached the end of this round. Now we are going to do the final touches. Okay, we have put our chain here, so we have to put 1 half half double crochet, then a slip stitch. After putting a slip stitch, you move right here and dip your hook here and put a single crochet that way, then come in the middle where we made the chain and put three single crochet together where we have the chain. Then in between the two half double crochet you put a single crochet, and this is what you get, and then skip to the other set, and in between the two a half double crochet you put a single crochet, then go in the middle and put three single crochet in that space where we made the chain. Then from there, in between the two half double crochet you put another single crochet, and this is what you get. I will illustrate once more. Go in between the two half double crochet and put a single crochet, then land where we have the chain and put three single crochet in the same space where we have the chain. Then in the middle here put a single crochet, and that is what you get. So you continue moving just as explained, a single crochet here, then where we have the chain you put three single crochet together in the same space. So this is what we are getting. Continue working, you meet at the end of the round. Okay, we have completed our round. So this is what we have. We are now going to put a slip stitch and continue working the other part of the leg opening. So you put a slip stitch here, then you chain one. I've already done the cutting of my yarn. Chain one and hide the yarn inside. This is how I hide mine. If you have a different style, you just continue and do the work. Then from there I just trim it. Now we are going to start working the other part of the leg opening, and what we do is we turn our work at the back and we get our yarn. Of course, having made a slip knot, you have made a slip knot. Then from there you go to the right to the first chain here. This is our first chain, and you pull through. After pulling through, you chain two, one, two, and put a double crochet right on the same space. And then this row is meant for free double crochet, so we continue working a free double crochet on every stitch. And remember to trim this tail, you just crochet it inside so that it makes the work, or the work becomes clean. So we move with free double crochet until we get to the middle of our shot. Then I'll show you how you are going to crochet that area. So continue and then go round with this double crochet until you get here. So when we get in the middle here, we will be dipping our crochet in between the stitches as soon in the video. Make sure your work is not left with gaps. So insert the crochet in a way that you will not have gaps. When you come here, you close your work at the first double crochet here, not on the chain. Then you chain 1, 2, 3, and then do the X pattern, this pattern here. So what you are going to do is you come down and take the the double crochet and the chain. You can see the chain here. So you put a front post there, then skip this stitch, go to the next, put a top double crochet and a front post and double crochet, just the pattern that we are familiar with, and we have already done it, so we know what we are doing. Then from there now, work this opening the same way we've worked this other part of the leg. So continue working and finish the leg. Okay, we have completed this part of the leg opening that we were making. Now we are going to deal with the upper part, or to complete the upper part of our short. Then it will be ready to go. So what you do is you insert your hook in the first stitch there. Then from there you get your yarn with the slip stitch and you pull through. Then you chain 1, and in the same opening you put a single crochet and continue putting a single crochet in every space until you get to this part which is here. So we continue working, and then don't skip this part, the turning part, where we were doing the turning after chaining 3. So this is what you get. Continue working. Continue working, single crochet in every space until the end of the round, just as soon in the video. So continue working until we get to this other part here. Okay, we have completed our short. You can see how it looks like. I've already done the finishing on this side now and the legs. Now I am going to put a lace in this opening here. I've already made a lace, a long lace. You can make yours as long as you want, but remember to do the double yarn, to have 2 leaves of the yarn so that it can be a bit thicker, and then from there you just put on chains as long as you want yours to be. Then from there I'm going to cut my yarn. Mine is enough, so this is what I have, and then I'll pull the yarn. Now after pulling the yarn, I'm going to put these beans, So we are going to use these beans. I've already inserted them inside, but I'm going to show you how to put them on the other side. So what you do is you come with whatever tool you are using for negotiating this belt, and then this is how I insert mine. You just come in here and get the first space here and insert the lace. Once you get there, you go down to this opposite corner, but at the far end is down and you insert your tool, your safety pin. After inserting the safety pin that side, you go the opposite side. Just the same way you insert your shoelaces. Don't know whether we do it the same way. Then you come the opposite. If the opposite is here, then the opposite direction. Make sure you don't insert through this hole here. We insert through the most outer hole. That is where we negotiate our lace. And the opposite holes, they should match, otherwise you will make a mess. Make sure they are matching. I'll continue and finish up to this corner here, then I'll show you how to insert the lace. Okay, we are done. You can see how beautiful it has become. We can now tie a knot here to prevent the beans from coming out. Then you trim this and over the yarn. After that, you get your smaller crochet to insert the hooks on the other side. I'm using 0.90 to insert the beans on this other side. So you remove the pin and then you come here, get your first bean and then pull it through slowly. We have captured it. Here we have it. So it has gone through. Then get another one. Remember, this is a smaller yoke. Sorry, this is a smaller hook, not the one that you are using for crocheting. The one you are using for crocheting is slightly bigger than this. So we are done. We have it. Now that we have it, we just push a bit and then make the knot so that it doesn't slip out. Can even make a second knot to be sure. Then you cut, you trim off this unwanted yarn. And the short is ready. Our short is ready. Can now tie, make the tying the way you want it to be. And this is our completed short for teenagers, for a teenage girl.